So I'm here to do a very quick unboxing on this Saturday afternoon. It's one that we do every month, so you're probably more than familiar with it by now. You can probably see it just here too. So it's Secret Scent, and this is a monthly fragrance subscription box that lets you discover new designer perfumes or aftershaves. There's a man's version too. And they send you a 30-day supply of 3 different fragrances every month. So I'll get straight into the unboxing and then I'll talk you through the prices and everything afterwards. So this is of course the February edition that I'm showing you this month. Now every time there is also a little card here which gives you the opportunity to win a £25 Amazon gift card just by sharing a picture of your box on social media and hashtagging Secret Scent Box. And then we also have the 3 fragrance cards here, which just gives you a little bit more information about the perfumes themselves, so a little bit about the notes in there and a bit of background on how the fragrance was created. And then here is what the fragrances look like inside the box. It does come in an outer postage box as well, which I've removed just to make it easier to show you all what's inside. But it's like a padded, sort of like a foam padding that keeps them safe during obviously the postage, during the postal service. So we'll get straight into it. I'll get the first one out. And this is Chopard and it's Happy Bigaradia. I think that's how you say it. It also shows you a picture of the full-size bottle, which I think is really handy because obviously if you find a fragrance that you really like and you want to buy the full size, you know what the bottle looks like. But this one is a new sensory ode to the joie de vivre, inspired by nature's infinite beauty. Behind this scent stands a talented young perfumer, Dora Bagriche. I think that's how you say her name, apologies. So it has top notes of neroli, green mandarin, bitter orange and carrot. Not heard of carrot being in a fragrance before, so that should be interesting. Middle notes of orange blossom, honey and jasmine sambac, and base notes of patchouli, sesame, cedar and laudanum. So let's have a sniff. You can usually smell them without even spritzing, to be fair, which you can. I actually really can smell the carrot now I've said that. I don't know if it's because I've got carrot in my head, but I can also smell the neroli in there too. That's an interesting one. That's quite on first kind of sniff, it's kind of a bit earthy, if that makes sense, but not in a bad way at all. I think with obviously the inclusion of the honey and the jasmine, I think it will kind of turn into quite a sweet scent. And of course, as we're in February now, we're kind of going to be moving over into spring very soon, so this probably would be a very good transitional scent for that kind of time of year. One thing I do like about Secret Scent is they do tend to tailor the fragrances to the time of year. So in the sort of spring and summer you get the more floral, tropical scents, and in the autumn and winter you tend to get the kind of more warm scents, your ambers, your musks, vanillas, that kind of thing. So we now have Hermes, and this is Un Jardin sur le Nil, which is a new and rather unusual concept of freshness, green and vegetal scents with the smell of water and sand. So it has top notes of grapefruit, green mango, tomato and carrot. We've got carrot again, twice in one. Middle notes of lotus, bulrush, orange, hyacinth and peony. And base notes of musk, iris, incense, labdanum and cinnamon. Interesting mix of notes in this one. So interested to see what it smells like. Okay, I get the grapefruit at the start. It kind of feels like it's going to be one of those. It is very unusual with the tomato and the carrot and stuff. But again, because it's got the orange and the musk and the cinnamon in there, it kind of tones it down. It's a really hard fragrance to describe. It's not terrible. When I read tomato and carrot, I was like, oh no, but actually it's not terrible at all. And then we have, finally, get it out, we have Ted Baker, and this is Woman Pink. So this is a floral fragrance which conveys a lively, spirited character who revels in the multifarious scents of nature. So we have top notes of peach, apple, lemon, bergamot and tangerine. Middle notes of lily, cinnamon, freesia, jasmine and ylang ylang, and base notes of musk, vanilla and vetiver. Just going off the notes, this one appears like it may be my favourite. It just tends to include more of the notes that I tend to like in my fragrances, but obviously I'm open to having my mind changed. Yeah, so definitely get the peach in there and the apple on first sniff. So that again, it sounds like it's going to be one of those scents that's really, really good for that transition from winter into spring, which I'm hoping isn't too far away. So one of those that you could probably wear throughout the spring months, possibly even heading into summer as well, with the inclusion obviously of the peach and the lemons and floral notes in there as well. So that's all 3 scents included in February's. Now in terms of the prices, as I mentioned, there is a women's and a men's version, but the prices remain the same for both. So it's £15 per month, or you can prepay. So there's a couple of prepay options. So you can prepay for 6 months, which is £84, or 12 months, which is £156. Postage is included in that, so there's no extra charge. They only ever use 100% authentic fragrances as well, so you know it's the real deal. You know that there's no fakes or anything in there that could kind of cause you any problems. And it's letterbox friendly as well, as you probably can see, so you don't need to worry about getting that dreaded red card if you're not going to be in when it's due to be delivered. You've also got the opportunity to use our discount code, so our discount code is BOXSession50, and if you put that in at the checkout, that will get you your first box for half price. So £7.50 to try out 3 designer fragrances, I don't think is too bad of a deal, particularly when you kind of think of how expensive fragrance is. So if you end up buying a fragrance that you then end up not liking, or it doesn't agree with you, you know, you have an allergic reaction to it or something, you've not kind of wasted 50, 60, even 70 quid on a fragrance that you're never going to use. You get the opportunity to try it for 30 days to see if you like it, and then if you do, of course, you can go on to buy the full size should you wish to. So I will very quickly just recap, grab these cards again. So I'll hold it up, and we had, first of all, we had the show card Happy Bigoradia, I think that's how you say it. My pronunciation, I'm from Yorkshire, so you'll have to forgive me on my pronunciation of words. I can't even speak Yorkshire, never mind anything else. We then have this green one here, which is the Hermes Un Jardin sur le Nil. And then finally the pink one here is the Ted Baker Woman Pink. So that's all 3 of these scents. I'll just close the box up and show you again what the box looks like. Great for travelling as well, so if you're going on weekends away or anything, you can just slip this into your bag, suitcase, whatever, and you've got some nice perfumes to take with you. So as always, I'll be doing a written review of this. I usually get about a week or so from doing the unboxing, just to give me a little bit of time, obviously, to try the scents out and get a real feel for them and which one my favourite is. On first impression, I think it will be the Ted Baker, but again, sometimes a fragrance smells very, very different in the bottle than it does on the skin, so I'm open to having my mind changed by the other 2 scents, which are both very interesting combinations. And that's another thing that I like about this box. You get to try out fragrances that you maybe wouldn't ordinarily have thought to even kind of sniff if you were in a perfume shop, or somewhere like Boots or anything. The amount of times I kind of rule fragrances out based purely on the fragrance notes, but then I've tried some in Secret Scent Box that I thought I wasn't going to like, and I've ended up actually really liking them, or even them being my favourite. I plan to purchase a couple full sizes off the back of this as well. So I will share the written review in the group, as I always do, within the next week once it's up on the blog. But for now, if you do have any questions, please let me know. And again, that discount code is BOXSession50. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy your Saturday afternoon, and I will see you all soon. Bye!